Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for watching, guys. Today back working on the truck. I did some work last night. I'll show you real quick. Got the tie rod and the drag link all situated on there. Had to drill out the knuckles and the pitman arm for the 5/8 bolt running through here. But anyhow, this is going to be our steering setup. Like I showed you before in the video, got a bend on each side of the tube there for to clear the diff cover. So that's all done. What we're going to be working on today is going to be putting our Panhard bar on. So this is obviously right here where the factory one was, and I'm running double heims, so I'm contemplating on how I'm going to do this because it's reinforced in there, you know, and all that. But I want to cut this off and brace the frame some way or another. But I'm not quite sure how I want to do that yet. So it's going to take a couple minutes figuring out. The other side is going to be pretty simple. Let me see what I did with. I don't know where it is, but basically going to come off the axle here, below the bag here, and then a heim will run up over there to the Panhard location. So that's what I'm working on today. It's going to take me a few minutes to figure this out. So I'm going to start out with probably hacking this off, and then once I get the Panhard on, put the bags back in here and see how she looks, see how she's going to sit and ride and all that good stuff. So here goes nothing. So I've been sitting here staring at this for the past, I don't know, 30 minutes or more, and trying to decide what I don't even know, because this here obviously was the original thing we just cut off, and it's welded around the bottom of the frame, and it's quite a hunk of metal there. I don't know if you can see that or not, but trying to remove the whole thing, I don't even think it'd do any good to remove it. So what I'm thinking about doing is coming off of here, coming down with one support, which will put us about in line. It's kind of hard to tell on camera, but it'll put us about in line with that. We'll come off here, brace underneath, and then come down. So have like a, you know, cutout for this frame. Weld that, and then the back side do something similar. But I think that's what I think that'll work. It's pretty, it's strong. It's I don't know, 3/16 here. So I think welding it up here and also on the bottom here, I think it'll have good strength there. That's one, and the other one I don't know, I might notch out for all this here and come down and tie into this. This here is pretty solid as well. So I don't know. I'll go ahead and cut one, come down, and we're going to come down from the frame. We'll come down about 6 or 7 inches to center, and that'll be our center from here to that heim right there. So that's what I'm gonna cut out a plate, start hacking away at it. Alright, so sorry for the lack of footage here. I've been bouncing around trying to just kind of think of what the heck is good and not. So I got those on there. I wound up, tacked that on there, and I wound up cutting it off and shortening it up about an inch or so. And then I just made this piece to cope around the existing one so that I can weld that there and get a nice, come on, focus. Anyway, it's not gonna do it. But up in there, you can see, so all I gotta do now is drill a hole, put in the heim joint and spacer, and tack it up, and then make my bar to go between the two, and then should be good to go with that. But anyway, let's get this hole drilled, tacked on there, and then we'll see what happens here. So I just spent a few seconds here tacking up everything a little better. That way when we go to stick our bags in here and put some weight on this thing, it'll hold it. Tacked up everything. Just waiting on the other bar to finish cooling off. And let me put our heims in here and go ahead and get our Panhard bar in here, stick our bags in, and give it a test run here. So while that bar's cooling down, I'm gonna go ahead and clean up some of the mess here. Get it up and out of the way, and then throw the bags in here. And then once get the bags in here, then I want to actually try to stick the wheels on it and see if we can't, get a better idea how it's going to look. So anyhow, we'll clean up, and then we'll catch it back up in just a second. We put the bar in. Alright, so I got it back sitting on the jack so that take the strain off it over the weaker and stuff. So anyhow, got everything. One thing over there, let me zoom in on that. I got to turn my number one, we need some bigger rims, and I got to turn that over so it doesn't hit anymore. But overall, everything turned out pretty nice. Bracket should be strong. Bags are good. Drag link and Panhard bar, track bar, they're pretty close to even, so we should be good there. So next up will be to configure some shocks. Not sure where yet exactly, and also put a sway bar on here. I'm gonna probably use the factory sway bar, just get some new bushings and everything, and maybe some aftermarket end links to help simplify things. But overall, I'm pumped about it. Most of the hard part's done now. Now we can take a step back and just work on a little this, a little that, and should be good. Anyway guys, that is going to wrap up this video. I'm pretty pumped about the way the radius arm suspension is turning out, and anyway, I'm pretty much pumped about everything. But anyway, I want to say thanks for watching guys, and see you guys on the next one.